So it's a springtime. I've been talking a lot about house remodeling to net more money when you sell your house. But today let's talk about how you can avoid getting scammed from these contractors about doing house remodeling. Welcome back to Shawn Realty podcast. My name is Shawn Yu from Portland, Oregon. I have a friend who almost got scammed and paid about $30,000 extra to these door knocking roofers in Oregon City. And he texted me on like 9 p.m. on one evening and said, "Hey Shawn, I have to pay this like $55,000 roofing bid because da da da." And I sold him that house like 3 years prior to that. No, more like 5 years now. And the roof condition wasn't that bad. So I'm like, what happened? So I kind of digged in, asked him a bunch of questions after like 20 different texts back and forth. I realized that these guys are scammers. Poor guy. I mean, he let these people in because he's just a nice guy. When they door knock, don't ever answer the door. That's my opinion. And they try to like do the structural changes. They basically scared him off with like there's a mold inside, there's da 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 da. So they basically overcharged the big time. And I asked him to call the roofers that I know, locally reputable, the ones that I actually use too, and the price difference was almost like $35,000 difference. So here are some of the things that you should look out for when you are talking to contractors. It doesn't matter what kind of project. Just if you see any of these signs, just go find somebody else. So I basically did the Google search, so you don't have to. If contractor demands a full payment upfront, that's like big no. Just walk away. Refusing to provide reference or written contract, walk away. They offer really low price sometimes, and these are the ones that takes like the down payment deposit like 50% before they actually do the work, and then they just disappear. Insisting on cash payment, this is like pretty obvious, but if you're not familiar with these scammers' tactics, you may become a victim, so be careful. Claiming to have leftover materials and then they try to sell it back to you or something like that, these are really bad ones. So you have to walk away. There's another side from Take Charge America. I think this might be from seniors, maybe, I'm not sure. Here again, offering to use leftover materials. This scammer is similar to the first one. Did I miss the first one? Showing up unannounced. So if they're not really letting you know when they're gonna come and this and that, this is very sketchy. It's not even safe to let anybody in. A lot of times they have like workers, the subcontractors, and if you don't know who they are, don't open the door. Don't even answer the door. That's what I say. The professional ones, they tend to wear, like a marked uniforms with the marked trucks, and they announce, "Hey, we're gonna be there in 3 days around 5 p.m. but we may get there a little bit early, a little bit late." Da, da, da. But before you even hire them, you need to vet them on Better Business Bureau website. Go to Google, go to Yelp, and make sure that they don't have like a terrible reviews that they basically try to scam other people, overcharge, low quality of work and this and that. I mean, one thing to get just mediocre work and overpaying is one thing, but if you get caught in one of these bad ones, they just take your money and they disappear. That's probably one of the worst. Let's see, leftover, getting started without a contract. This is a big no. Why would they start without securing the work from you? And they're going to possibly kind of hook you in because they say, "Oh, we already started it, we already ordered this." I'm like, just say, forget that, just go away, get lost. That's what you need to say. Skirting licensing or permitting regulation. If they say like, you don't need a permit for that, we don't have license, but because of it, we're going to give you a discount, blah, blah, blah. If something goes wrong, the liability could fall on you, on your homeowner's insurance. So don't hire those people. And sudden price increases. I mean, this is typical one. This should not happen. This really should not happen unless you're working on a siding work and they've just opened up the wall and found out there's a bunch of rods that they have to like replace tons of boards. I mean, or studs or something like that. But again, good contractors should be able to kind of give you that, sort of, preemptively. This could happen, so this could actually jump. That's a different story. But if they don't do that, here's a NAR one, 5 signs of home improvement scam. Let's see, the common the contractor scam. Doing quick, low-quality work without a contract, that's 34%. Providing a low cost estimate, then significantly increasing costs during the project, 23%. Demanding a down payment or billing for shoddy work, is it? Shoddy work? 22%. Billing full price after substituting, removing materials or using leftover materials from previous job, 21%. Using high pressure sales tactic, 17%. These are the ones that the door knock. They put really high pressure. Apparently, my friend, my past client, the guy who knocked the door, he didn't even set an appointment. He just knocked the door. He let him in. He stayed there for 4 hours. I don't know about you, Kyle. Did I just say his name? Lying about permits, 13%. Manipulating change orders or schedules, 11%. Falsely representing employees' insurance and purchases, 10%. Falsifying payment applications or invoices, 7%. Adding, changing contractors, subcontractors during the project and charging a higher price, 7%. Whenever I hire like handyman or simple work, they have to go to Home Depot and buy these parts to do the work. I ask them, hey, can I get the receipt for the parts? Because I want to know. Otherwise, how do you know they're going to just charge just for the part? I mean, if they just add some hour to go and get that, I can understand that. But if they fuzz the number on like invoices on the parts, they tend to do. So watch out for that. Here are some red flags to watch. The contractor failed to complete the job or did poor quality work and did not meet the agreed upon standard. That's 63%. The contractor frequently arrived late or missed appointments without a valid reason, 40%. They added extra charges or fees that had not previously been discussed, 26%. They refused to answer any questions or were evasive about progress update, 25%. They provided no written contract or vague contract without job specifics or cost, 13%. So it kind of like repeating. There's some patterns that you could see, hopefully. And it says ensure the contractor is licensed and insured. Get everything in writing and review the contract carefully. Never pay the full amount up front. And here's another website that shows about 8 warning signs, and this one is from like senior website. I think this is a senior one. So let's see. They offer the free inspection. May start with the knock at the door. This is the exact case of my friend Kyle, or a phone call. The scammer tells you that they noticed a problem with your house, like old damaged roof. they can tell from outside. They offer to inspect the issue at no cost and then provide quote that seems reasonable. The person may claim their price is deeply discounted due to an oversupply of material or similar made-up reason. When you agree to let them to do the work, they demand 100% payment upfront and large deposit. Often they request that you use a payment method like an online money transfer, prepaid debit card, or gift card. They take your money and never come back to complete the work. I mean, now I'm thinking about it, that, you know, Kyle, that door knock guy, I mean, they could have done that. If that's the case, Kyle would have had no new roof, and he would be out like, I don't know, $55,000. In fact, I think he mentioned that he had to deposit like $5,000 or $7,000 as a down payment. I told him to take that back as soon as you can. He put on the credit card, so at least the credit card, it's somewhat protected in that sense. The offer of cheap post-disaster repairs. So I guess after the bad storm, they're offering affordable repair services to all your neighbors, claiming that if you use them, you can get the reimbursement through your homeowner's insurance. You give them a deposit, but the job either never gets completed or done poorly, and you're unable to contract them to follow up. Let's see, the home improvement projects that snowball. Home renovation scheme usually begins with hiring a contractor to complete a small job at your house. When they arrive to do the work, they point out other more expensive issues, costlier, I'm not familiar with that word, issues that demand immediate attention. If you tell them you're not interested, they may threaten to walk away and leave your project unfinished. Man, I just hate those people. Here are the 8 signs of a handyman scam. They're not licensed. Number 1, they're not licensed. While some states do not require contractors to be licensed if they earn less than a certain amount each year, a lack of credential means you should proceed with caution. The only time that I would hire like unlicensed handyman would be if it's like simple enough and there's, I don't know, it's hard to really know what you don't know, right? You think it's a simple work, but in the process somebody could get hurt or whatever, you know, if the house gets damaged. So this is where, like, let's say the simple work, changing the faucet or something like that. If that person, the handyman, isn't licensed, in fact, in Oregon, handymans are not licensed to do the plumbing work, but you wanted to save money and you may have recommendation from some of the friends, so you hire them. If they break the pipe and water leak and damages it, you're liable for it. I mean, you may have to go through the insurance, but insurance may not even cover it. Who knows? Because it was sort of like a negligence, you know, hiring somebody without the license or, you know, insurance and bonding, you know. So anyways, number 2, they ask for payment in form of that's harder to trace or recover, such as cash, prepaid debit card, and money transferred through online payment app. Okay, so in this case, I mean, you shouldn't even pay anything up front. Number 3, they claim they have construction material, same thing, left over from other job, justifying giving you steep price discount. Yeah, so it's like a bait and switch type of thing. Number 4, they try to arrange financing for your project. For example, recommending a specific lender offering a home renovation loan. That's a whole other level. Yeah, that's pretty dangerous. I mean, with that kind of loan application, you may have to give like social security number. If that lender is a fake lender, you just gave them your social security number, yeah, and your home address and everything. So don't ever do it. Always separate the lending from a vendor if you can. So if you're going to get, like, you know, second loan or HELOC or something like that, just contact your local bank or somebody who you work with. Don't ever use the contractors, lenders. That's a really bad one. Number 5, they demand full payment for the job upfront. Yeah, by now you should know. Number 6, they tell you that you need to obtain any necessary building permits that the homeowner needs to. This is normally the contractor's responsibility. So homeowners wouldn't typically know where to or how to get the permit. You know, what kind of work you're going to ask for permit. That's a bad sign. Number 7, they try to persuade you to sign over a claim payment from your insurance company after damage to your home from a natural disaster. So how it works with the natural disaster and homeowners insurance, I actually went through that last year. The first thing that you have to do is contact your insurance company and send them the report, the photos, what happened, and describe it. And then they're going to send out the I think they call it the inspector or claim adjuster or whatever. They come out to your house, they actually take photos, they observe what really happened with the house. And in my case, it was a siding. Several panels of siding fell down, and some guy came out about a week or 2 weeks later. He came out, the report got back, and then within a month they kind of reimbursed that money. So I hired another company. So, but if the contractor is asking you to sign over the claim payment, yeah, I mean, it doesn't work that way. So call your insurance company first and then see what the processes are like. They may require you to, I don't know if they can, but if the insurance company require you to hire a certain company, then maybe you may have to do it that way. A lot of times that's how it works with homeowners warranty, but homeowners insurance, that might not be the case. And number 8, they pressure you to make an immediate decision to hire them. Yeah. If somebody make me rush to make a decision, that's a big old no for me. It doesn't matter. Even it's the governor comes to me and says, you need to do this right now. I'm like, no, I need time to think about it. And I need time to research about you. Or they refuse to sign a contract, insisting instead of the handshake deal. If they're insisting a handshake deal, walk away, guys. So yeah, I mean, this is more sort of bigger issues nowadays, because these scammers are everywhere. When the economy is tough, more scammers come out. And be careful out there. Don't ever open the door, and always have the no solicitation sign at your front door. I wish there's complete law that prevents any solicitors to knock on your door when you have a no solicitation sign. I wish that was the case, but apparently I think it's the first amendment that the free speech for the religious purpose. So some people are exempt from doing so, and some of these salespeople or scammers, they kind of go around that rule and they try to still knock blah, blah. So put that sign up. Don't open the door. Don't ever get pushed to make a quick decision. Don't ever give them money up front. Don't use non-trackable payment, and always get multiple bids. And if they're showing up without appointment, tell them to get F off. What else? Always talk to your local realtors. Local realtors who you work with before, they know good contractors. In fact, the contractors, they want to do a good job because realtors tend to send more business to them. So when you're in doubt, talk to your realtors. Realtors are typically good people because we have the licensing law. Earning your business takes a lot of hard work, and earning your trust takes a lot of hard work. So it's a safer bet. We're like a gatekeeper to keep out these scammers. In fact, when we show homes, or when I list a property, we're basically the gatekeeper or gate welcomer. If they're a real buyer, they're with a pre-approved cash offer, the real deal, we welcome them. If they're scammers, if they're try to steal things from your property, we are the gatekeeper. Same thing with the finding contractors. We know many good contractors, local business people who just supporting the family, try to do the good work and try to get good reviews and everything. And so talking to your local real estate agent who you know and who you like will get you safer, much safer bet. With this kind of contractor work, try to save just few dollars can get you hurt. So yeah, so I'm gonna wrap it up here. Don't open your door. Talk to your realtors. and ask your realtors what kind of remodeling is going to net you more money before you do any work. Thanks for watching. Hit that like button and subscribe, and I wish you a great day. Bye now.